Paul, how would you assess that tonight then?
Yeah, frustrating. Lots of things we did really, really well in terms of performance, but we left a runner for their goal, so it's too easy. Like, we don't concede goals like that, so that's the disappointing thing. Yeah, and then they defended great, didn't they? I'm still getting frustrated with the amount of time people are allowed to take at our place, and I've been in with the referees, but that's not taking anything away from QPR, you know. But likewise, I'm not disappointed with our performance, just the result.
What would you like to see happen? Because it was really early in the first half that
They've got
time wasting started.
So we know, and then 81 minutes the first booking comes. It's absolutely stupid. Stupid. We know it's a tactic. The problem is, we know the game plan at Bramall, don't we, for away teams. They're going to come sit behind the ball, playing the counter, and take as long as they can all of the time. QPR maybe had 15 to 20 minutes possession, but I guarantee you they only had 10 minutes ball in play possession. So it's poor, because you could say it's the same for everybody. It isn't. If that's a tactic for every team that comes to your place, it isn't. So obviously that is against us in games, but we have to deal with it, because like I said, I've just speak to the players there. It's up to us to try and get the refs to see that, you know, during the week, before the game. But they might not, so we know the game plan. We can't be surprised by it. We've just got to accept it and deal with it.
You had a huge shout for a penalty at the end. Should you have had one?
Well, he's got two hands pulling his shirt back. Not that, it's the fact Sanders got injured from the back of it. It's someone plants the left leg going to play the ball, and then they tug back with two hands. What's going to happen? One is not going to kick the ball properly, and then the second one is the bad thing that's happened. Is we're going to have to send him for a scan and see how he is. He's had to come off, so everyone could see it. So.
How concerned are you about that? Because he did look really awkward, the way that his body twisted.
Just that looks awkward, so we'll have to wait and see.
And then George Baldock as well, he had to come off. What was the issue there? Was going to point him at his side?
Yeah, his side is I don't know what he's done, some sort of strain in his side there. When he had that chance at the back post, that header, he seemed to, I don't know if he's twisted or to avoid the hoardings afterwards. So another one we'll have to look at.
In terms of the goal, uncharacteristic of Wes to let it in from that kind of position.
No, it's
taking a deflection.
Yeah, it's come off Reece, a deflection. So that's not the goal. We've left the runner. You know, Willock's played a 1-2 and we've left him, and then he's in behind us, and yeah, we don't concede goals like that.
What about the first half? Because you were very much on top. Is in a game like that, have you got to try and find a way to get the breakthrough that stops the time wasting?
Look at George's header, like I said, back post Illiman through, Jaden, balls flashed across, the corner. So yeah, chance, yeah, plenty of chance, plenty of opportunities. But first goal's always big and it's always important. But like I said, you take playing like that every week because you're going to win more games than you lose.
What was perhaps preventing you from having that same half in the second half? Was it just adjustments that QPR made? Because you had a lot of space, you had to create a lot of space in the first half, not as much available in the second.
Yeah, they went more direct and then played off the second ball. We obviously won most balls in their half, first half, didn't let them out when they tried to play, so they changed that. So we made changes then to get a bit more energy in the team, and then so I thought they had a 15-minute spell where the game was pretty even, but then after that again, it was just the same, but they were 1-0 up at that point, and that's the tough bit. The defence, listen, they've already looked back at some of our chances, and they're marking us. They're really tight, they're compact. There's a couple of really good clearances, so I bet when they look back at their game, if you like, regardless if they didn't have much possession, they've defended very well.
What's the sort of overriding emotion after a couple of home games off the back of the international break, but only 1 point from 6 gained?
Yeah, you want 6, of course you do, but we're top of the league after 12 games, so that's the overriding thing. I keep saying it. You've got to keep putting things into context all the time, as hard as it is after a game. But I think as a staff and as a group of players, we're not bad at that. If we win, yeah, we're happy, but we know there's another game, and likewise if we lose, we know there's another game. So, yeah, we're fine. We we behave and debrief the game, if you like, because it's always about the performance. What did we get right? What did we get wrong? And we've been undone. So you could say we've had things go our way in the games. We've made 2 mistakes and they've cost us 2 goals, and it's potentially cost us 5 points, if you like. So yeah, that's the black and white of it.
Cheers, Paul. Thank you.
All right.